The role of an assistant principal is one of balance, leadership, and vision. While principals often serve as the public face of a school, assistant principals manage the daily operations that keep everything running smoothly. From overseeing discipline and attendance to supporting teachers, evaluating curriculum, and fostering a positive school environment, an assistant principal must be both an administrator and an educational leader. Because the role requires a unique combination of management skills, instructional expertise, and strong communication, interviews for assistant principal positions are rigorous. They are designed to reveal not only your technical knowledge but also your leadership style, problem-solving ability, and passion for education. Schools want someone who can inspire staff, support students, and work closely with parents and community members while maintaining order and achieving results. In this video, we'll explore common assistant principal interview questions, provide sample answers, and share preparation tips to help you demonstrate your readiness for this important leadership role. Question 1. Why do you want to become an assistant principal? Answer begins here. I want to become an assistant principal because I am passionate about helping both students and teachers succeed. I believe in creating an environment where students feel safe and motivated to learn, and where teachers feel supported in their professional growth. The assistant principal role allows me to combine instructional leadership with administrative responsibility, making a direct impact on the school community. Tip: show motivation beyond career advancement. Highlight your commitment to student achievement and teacher support. Question 2. How would you handle a conflict between two teachers? Answer begins here. I would listen to both teachers individually to understand their perspectives, then bring them together to focus on the root cause of the issue. My goal would be to guide the discussion toward solutions that prioritize students' learning outcomes while maintaining a professional relationship between staff members. Tip: emphasize conflict resolution skills, active listening, and a focus on collaboration. Question 3. What is your approach to student discipline? Answer begins here. My approach is restorative rather than purely punitive. I believe in holding students accountable for their actions while also helping them understand the impact of their behavior. For example, if a student disrupts class, I address the behavior, involve the parents if necessary, and also work with the student to develop better decision-making skills. Tip: schools prefer candidates who focus on discipline as a learning opportunity, not just punishment. Question 4. How would you support teachers struggling with classroom management? Answer begins here. I would first observe their classroom to understand the challenges they're facing. Then I would provide constructive feedback, share proven strategies, and connect them with professional development resources. I would also check in regularly to ensure they feel supported, not judged. Tip: highlight your ability to coach and mentor rather than simply evaluate. Question 5. How do you encourage a positive school culture? Answer begins here. A positive school culture begins with modeling respect, collaboration, and enthusiasm. I would promote recognition of student and teacher achievements, encourage open communication, and foster teamwork. Small gestures, like celebrating milestones or creating staff recognition programs, go a long way in building morale. Tip: show that you value inclusivity, recognition, and morale building as much as academics. Question 6. How do you handle disagreements with the principal? Answer begins here. I respect the principal's leadership and would always approach disagreements with professionalism. If I had concerns, I would request a private discussion, present data or evidence, and suggest alternatives. My ultimate goal would be to align with the principal's vision while advocating for what benefits the school community. Tip: schools want to see loyalty and professionalism while also valuing independent thinking. Question 7. How do you involve parents in the school community? Answer begins here. I encourage parent involvement through transparent communication, regular events, and opportunities for feedback. For example, I would host parent forums or workshops to address academic and behavioral topics. Building trust with parents creates stronger partnerships that benefit students. Tip: demonstrate communication skills and community building ability. Question 8. What is your leadership style? Answer begins here. My leadership style is collaborative and supportive. I believe in empowering teachers and staff by involving them in decision-making and providing them with the resources they need to succeed. At the same time, I set clear expectations and hold myself accountable to the same standards. Tip: align your leadership philosophy with modern educational practices that value teamwork. Question 9. How would you respond to a sudden drop in student performance? Answer begins here. I would analyze performance data to identify patterns, such as particular subjects or grade levels being affected. Then I would work with teachers to implement targeted interventions, such as tutoring programs, curriculum adjustments, or additional resources. I would also engage parents to reinforce learning at home. Tip: show you can use data-driven decisions while keeping student needs at the center. Question 10. How do you manage stress in a demanding leadership role? Answer begins here. I manage stress by staying organized, prioritizing tasks, and relying on teamwork. I also believe in modeling self-care, as educators perform best when they balance their personal and professional lives. Staying focused on the mission, helping students succeed, keeps me motivated even during challenging times. Tip: employers want leaders who demonstrate resilience and set a positive example. Question 11. How would you handle a situation where a teacher resists new policies? Answer begins here. I would first try to understand their concerns and acknowledge any valid points. Then I would explain the purpose of the policy and how it benefits students and staff. If resistance continues, I would provide support and clear expectations while holding them accountable to school standards. Tip: balance empathy with authority. Schools want leaders who can manage change effectively. Question 12. How do you use data to improve student outcomes? Answer begins here. I believe data is a powerful tool to guide instruction. I would review test scores, attendance, and behavioral reports to identify trends. Then I would collaborate with teachers to create interventions that address gaps. For example, if math scores decline, I would support after-school tutoring and curriculum adjustments. Tip: show you can translate data into actionable strategies. Question 13. What steps would you take to improve teacher morale? Answer begins here. I would focus on creating an environment where teachers feel valued and supported. This includes recognizing achievements, providing professional growth opportunities, reducing unnecessary administrative burdens, and maintaining open communication. When teachers feel respected, they perform at their best. Tip: highlight teacher support as a leadership priority. Question 14. How do you ensure equity and inclusion in the school environment? Answer begins here. I make equity a core priority by ensuring all students have access to resources, opportunities, and support. This includes addressing achievement gaps, incorporating diverse perspectives into curriculum, and providing targeted interventions for underserved groups. Inclusion means every student feels represented and valued. Tip: schools want leaders committed to diversity, equity, and inclusion. Question 15. Why should we hire you as our assistant principal? Answer begins here. You should hire me because I bring strong leadership, instructional knowledge, and a commitment to student success. I balance administrative efficiency with genuine care for the school community. I believe my experience, vision, and dedication will help support teachers, empower students, and strengthen the overall school culture. Tip: end with confidence, passion, and a summary of your strengths. Closing thoughts. Assistant principal interviews test more than your resume. They explore how you lead, manage conflict, inspire others, and maintain balance in a challenging role. Schools want someone who can handle discipline fairly, support teachers effectively, build strong community relationships, and align with the principal's vision while bringing their own leadership strengths. When preparing for your interview, reflect on specific examples from your teaching or leadership experience. Frame your answers with a balance of compassion, professionalism, and practical strategies. Show that you can motivate both students and staff while navigating the realities of school administration. With preparation and confidence, you can demonstrate that you are ready to step into this leadership role and make a lasting impact on your school community.